Fielded in the end zone. It's Pugh. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got the first down and more. Got a lot of room to the right. The 30. The 10. Touchdown.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Weeks. Maybe a little too bold on that return as he's out of bounds at the 11. The Bearcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Bearcats are in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Durham. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Going right to work up top. A strike downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Gets away from one. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. First and goal for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A
of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. He wants it all. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Setting up the screen. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out of the 40. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Durham. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hart. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Pocket breaking down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Had to settle for the field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Indiana. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Jones to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
And back to the air on second down. This time he's got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And here comes the offense on second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. There he goes. Knocked down for the tackle.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Catch in the middle. It's Berry. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. This time on target. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Slams into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Looking to pass. It's Durham. Rush is on him. Running into the open space. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Line getting set on second down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now this offense is back on the field. He'll start this drive firing. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
The sure hands, it's Berry. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's got an open man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Jones to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th. Trying to beat the D deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Great place to start for this offense. Corners are walked up tight. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Coleman. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And it slips just inside that right upright. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The short hands, it's Barry. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Finds the tight end. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. He's turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Jones wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jones. And it'll be a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. The throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Weeks. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw, it's Durham. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They kick it away on fourth down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. On first down, here comes this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. open. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Wants to throw. It's Durham. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bearcats are on the move. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Finds his man. It's Coleman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Hand off from the shotgun.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Berry. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
From the gun, give on the inside. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical. And a nice job getting him to the ground.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Sends it back in motion. Jones to throw. Makes the catch. It's Berry. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Man, I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Play number 9 on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his...
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success.
Back's going for the goal line. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, let's count him up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. Change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This should be the last play of the quarter. DB's right up on the receivers. He'll do it himself. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd down.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
First down for the offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense in press coverage. Now the pitch. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Makes the grab. It's Cotton. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Off play action. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. It's good. Easy call for the ref. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk, but this has been a very close game. They're up by a field goal over Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finding open areas. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late running the ball on third.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're dealing with a second and long. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. That's reeled in, it's Smith. Not a whole lot of room there, 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They get to the line quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pugh. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And that's a first down for the offense.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Working that left side now. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Wants to go up top. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 20. touchdown. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run. Continues, about to go 8-0. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week